Like, the thought of someone saying like how much they love public speaking is probably like, that's really weird to some. Who loves public speaking? Anyone here like public speaking? Raise a lot of pride, be excited, own it. No one? That's gonna change today. Who is like, not my favorite? No, that means everyone should be me. Not in growl, please. Yes, okay. Go ahead. Oh, it's locked. Guys, everyone's staring at me. I'm just kidding.
Oh, Braxton, you're late.
Huh? Braxton, I made everyone stare at you awkwardly. All right, welcome to Speaking on the Spot. Raise your hand if you're like, I have no idea who the wonderful human at the front of the room is. No idea who it is, excluding that my name's right there. Don't look at that. Oh wait, it's still there. Okay, just pretend like it wasn't there. Raise your hand if you don't know who I am. You can be proud. It's okay. I won't be upset. Okay. My name is Brena Gauland. So I am a graduate from Rose. Graduated last year. Was in FBLA for 4 years. Started the local, state, national levels. My blood is FBLA. Like, what's my blood type? It's FBLA. So I am super passionate about public speaking. I love speaking in front of an audience. I love being with people, and I'm really excited today to kind of talk and hang out with you. I currently go to NC State University. I'm studying elementary and special education with a minor in political science. And now I want everyone to look at my roommate, Nicole, and everyone say, hey, Nicole!
Hey, Nicole!
She hates attention, so this is great for me, but it sucks for her. All right, so we talked about who I am, we talked about why I'm here, we talked about what we're doing. We're gonna talk about speaking on the spot. So no matter who you are, no matter what you like to eat, what you like to drink, what you like to do, no matter what, you're gonna have to speak. And if you're like me, that's a good thing, because you love talking to people. You get your energy off of being with other people. But maybe if you're like the people who raised your hands a few minutes ago, it's not your thing. And that's okay. So today, we're gonna talk collectively, collaboratively, about tips and tricks to help you become the best public speaker you can be, especially when it comes to speaking on the spot. Because there are so many times when you're randomly gonna be asked a question. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue, cool. What's your favorite animal? Yep. So we're gonna get you going from that to that. Just kidding. They're gonna be, I gotta know though, what's your favorite animal? I have no idea. Dolphin. Another thing, I know we talked about how much I love public speaking. Another thing is that when I speak, I'm gonna throw candy at you. Catch it. Not a baseball player, so I suck, sorry. I'm gonna throw candy at you. I'm gonna ask you questions. I'm gonna give away a gift card or two today, so if I ask for volunteers, please volunteer. I'd love to have you up here. It's not scary, I promise. So I'm gonna give you a few tips, a few tricks for public speaking and speaking on the spot. And one really important thing to know about when I give presentations is that this isn't me up here telling you how great I am. Because we've established, like, we know I'm great. Like, everyone in here knows that, right? Yes, Brena, great. We know that I'm awesome. But I'm not here to lecture to you and tell you all of the reasons why I'm a great public speaker or why public speaking is my thing or how to do it right. I'm here to just have a conversation with you. I'm here to just, oh, that's not how that intended. You know, I'm actually just not gonna throw things at people anymore. But we're gonna have a conversation. We're going to talk about public speaking together. I'm gonna give you a few tips and tricks to help you learn how to speak on the spot. My biggest piece of advice is when you were ever given the opportunity to speak about something that you're passionate about, do it. Whenever, I love how everyone's starting to write because you have to turn that form into Garner, right? And you're like, okay, she said something that I can learn, she said something I learned, I can write it down. My biggest piece of advice is that when you get the opportunity to speak, talk about something you love. Emma, what's something you're passionate about? She's gonna say soccer. She's passionate about soccer, right? So if I asked you to come up here, I'm not going to, but if I asked you to come up here and maybe talk for 5-10 minutes about soccer, you could, right? Kamar, what's something that you just aren't really like, I don't really like this, like, it's boring. Soccer. Okay, yeah, that's perfect. So if I asked you to come up here and talk for 5-10 minutes about soccer, you'd probably be like, right? But because Emma's passionate about it, she's gonna be able to sputter off information because she knows what she's talking about and she's passionate about it. So one of my favorite things about college is all of my professors, they let me talk about what I want to talk about. They let me write about what I want to write about. I just wrote a 2,000-word paper on the importance of career and technical education. Go FBLA, right? And I did well on that paper. No, I didn't. He actually gave me horrible feedback on it. He said, I said, quote unquote, your last 2 projects have not been as good as your first 2. I'm not sure what happened. It's fine. I didn't cry over it. But I did well on the paper because I knew what I was talking about. I was passionate about it. I like CTE. So when you're given the opportunity to talk about what you want to talk about, choose that, because you're going to be able to speak on it a lot better. If I asked Evelyn to just come up here and just start talking about something, I'm not going to, I promise. Yet. I promise. If I asked you to just come up here and talk, would you be freaked out? Yeah, because speaking on the spot is uncomfortable. Speaking on the spot is, you're like, what? Even if you know what you're talking about, if someone randomly is like, Nicole, come up here and just start talking, her face is going to beat red in a second, you're not going to want to, and that's okay. It's okay that public speaking isn't everyone's forte. When you're asked to speak on the spot, literally just take a deep breath. Ready? Deep breath. That was really, really relaxing. Does y'all's Apple Watch ever tell you in the mornings, you need to relax? Like right when you get up, you're like, I just woke up, why do I need to relax? Whenever someone goes up and you're like, David, I need you to tell us about this presentation. Look, we got a sales pitch today. You're our head of marketing. Like, what's up with these numbers? And you're like, I have no idea what's up with these numbers. What am I supposed to talk about? Do you know what's up with the numbers? No. So, but he's gonna have to get up there and talk about the numbers, right? So if he's asked to speak on the spot, he's asked to improv something, the first thing he needs to do is what? Take a deep breath. Exactly. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Speak slowly. No one is able to follow someone who talks really fast. And I know I talk really fast, but the way my brain works is that I have so much information that I want to share with you that my brain just moves so quickly. So I'm probably talking very fast, but a good public speaker will probably talk a little bit slower than me. Repeat the question. Let's say that you were asked to speak on the spot, right? I'm like, Maya, I have no idea. Look, we're a interior design firm. I don't know why this couch is suede. Why is it suede? And she's like, I don't know why it's suede. I told them to print it in brown. She's gonna have to come up with something, right? She's gonna have to speak on the spot. So she takes a deep breath. She speaks calmly. Then she's gonna repeat the question. Not because she doesn't know what I said, but because she needs to buy herself a couple minutes, a couple seconds. So if I'm like, Maya, why is the couch suede? What would you do?
Why is the couch suede?
Exactly. So it sounds a little weird, but you're buying yourself a couple extra seconds. So if someone's like, hey, Brena, why are the marketing numbers 224% instead of 300%? Why are the numbers? Like, take a second and kind of think about it, because it's okay to take a second. They're not expecting, no one's expecting you to just sputter off information, right? It's okay to take a second. Buy yourself a few extra seconds, you can just repeat the question, right? Act like you know what you're talking about, even if you don't. Seriously, act like you know what you're talking about. Does anyone in here know anything about like hydraulics? I don't even know what hydraulic is, I just had to come up with like a fancy word. Okay, if you were told to go up and talk about hydraulics, sometimes it's not about what you're presenting, it's about how you present it. So if I have to go give a presentation on something, and you know, obviously if you're presenting on something, you're gonna know what you're talking about, right? But if I'm presenting something that maybe I'm not as comfortable with, BS it. Be smart. Pretend like you know what you're talking about, because you do. Confidence is key. Confidence is everything. If you go in acting like you know what you're doing, they're gonna feed off of that, right? I could be giving you the worst information right now, but because I'm energetic, you're gonna believe what I'm saying, right? Right? Yeah. So I can tell you that UNC is the best school in the state because I'm energetic. No, if you believe that, there are 4 exits to this room. Have a great day. So, I'm just kidding. And so, talk about what you're passionate about. Take a deep breath. Speak calmly. Repeat the question. It'll buy yourself a few seconds. Throw some more candy at you. Who wants a piece of chocolate? Okay, I'm actually gonna walk it over this one because I'm really not good at throwing. Yes. Welcome. Oh, I'm sorry, Baislo. I thought you were pointing at Brass. And be confident. So it's not sometimes about what you know, it's about how you present it. Right? So if I'm giving a presentation on something for my science class that I don't know what I'm talking about, if I use good hand gestures and I use inflection and I make eye contact and I act like I know what I'm talking about, it's going to be a heck of a lot easier to believe that I know what I'm doing, right? Exactly. So you can fool people when you public speak, especially when you have to speak on the spot. Like David, he's about to give me these marketing numbers. I have no idea what he's talking about. No idea what the marketing numbers. Maya, we still don't know why the couch is suede, right? But if they gave me a confident answer, sound confident, you're gonna feel good about it, right? No one wants you to be like, yeah, I think your CAT scan's all clear. No, you want your doctor to say, your CAT scan came back clear, right? You want it to be professional, you want to enunciate. You're laughing at me, that's embarrassing. Know your audience, know who you're talking to. I'm talking to a group of high schoolers right now. I would present a lot differently if I were presenting to like 10 garners, or the board of North Carolina FBLA, or my professor, or whomever. But because I'm talking to some awesome peers of mine, people that I went to school with for years, high schoolers, I'm gonna be different with you. I'm gonna be energetic, I'm gonna be loud, I'm gonna play Christmas music when you walk in, right? Because I know my audience. I am literally your age, my attention span is yay big. Your attention span is yay big. So in a minute, we're gonna get up and like do stuff, so you're almost done listening to my voice. But when you think about it, be confident, take a deep breath, relax, ask clarifying questions. So you repeated the question earlier if you needed to buy yourself a couple extra seconds. If you're asked to speak on the spot, ask some questions. Again, most of the time when you're asked a question on the spot, you can ask clarifying questions. If someone's asking you something in a job interview or in a progress report, you can ask them for clarification, because the more clarity you have, the better you're gonna be able to answer that question. The 3 C's of public speaking: clear, concise, consistent, and then the 2 S's: summarize and stop. Sometimes the best way to get your point across is to just stop talking. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. We're gonna play a quick game, but first, for a piece of chocolate, who can tell me some of the things that makes you a good speaker on the spot, or just a good public speaker in general that we talked about today? Braxton.
Know what you're talking about.
Know what you're talking about. Boom.
Speak with passion.
Speak with passion. Beautiful. Yeah.
Deep breath.
Thank you, Jay. Listen, man. What else? Yes. Celine. Oh, sorry.
Don't talk too fast.
Perfect. Yeah, don't do what I just did. More.
Know your audience.
Know your audience. One more? Anybody? Anybody? Yeah.
Be confident.
Be confident. Beautiful. Can I get 5 volunteers? Pretty please. Okay, Celine, Chris, Sydney, Dylan. Kamora. Perfect. All right, you can just kind of stand up here, do whatever. And then I need out of 5 of you 1 person to kind of volunteer yourself.
I volunteer.
Okay, Dylan. Perfect. You're on the end. Perfect. All right. What's your name?
Dylan.
Tell your audience.
My name is Dylan, audience.
Name.
My name is Kimora.
Perfect.
My name's Celine. Sydney.
My name's Chris.
Perfect. And these are the 5 people who have no idea what I'm about to have them do. Give me 20. I'm just kidding. All right. They have no idea what I'm about to have them do, but it's going to be good, right? We believe that? This is not Dylan. This isn't Dylan. For the sake of this exercise, who is this? Not Dylan. Not Dylan. So what we're going to do is we're going to have Kamora start us off. You go start us off?
Sure.
All right. For 20 seconds, you're going to start telling us about Dylan. But he's not Dylan, right?
Right.
You're going to make up a completely different life for him.
Okay.
Name, job, age. You can start from birth. You can start from however old he is, whatever you want. For 20 seconds, you got to talk. And you're going to use the skills that we talked about today. To be clear, be concise, all of those things, right? Greetings. My photography team's here, guys. Be clear, be concise, speak loudly, calm down, all of that, right? All right, 20 seconds. Go ahead, tell us about him.
This is my cousin Henry, on my mom's side. His mom is my mom's sister. We spent a lot of time together when we were younger. We used to hang out all the time because our mom's best friends, best sisters you could ever imagine. So, you know, we were really together in childhood, and now he's here at Rose, and I'm so excited that he's here.
Popcorn Celine.
I'm super excited that he is here. He isn't the best student, but he's working on it. He's getting tutoring. He's working hard. His grades are going up. It's great.
Go ahead.
So Henry, he actually is in my science class, and he is working very hard. As Celine said, he's getting tutoring, he's getting help, okay? He's working at it, and he's actually one of the class comedians, and we all love that for him.
Perfect. Go ahead.
I've seen Dylan play on the football. I've seen Henry out on the football field before. That dude's a dog. He's definitely going. He's going somewhere. He's my bud.
Perfect. Work together and figure out for another 20 seconds the rest of his story. I want to know more about him. Fast forward 25 years. Go.
Dylan plans to attend.
That's 25 years. You can ask clarifying questions. You can ask clarifying questions. Remember?
Henry is working at a marketing firm.
Married with 3 kids.
Wow.
So he actually excelled in college, as you can see. So
Yes.
high school tutoring paid off. He worked harder, got into good school.
As Celine said, those grades were going up, and
Yeah.
it did pay off.
He has 2 dogs.
2 dogs.
And a kid.
3 kids.
Family reunion's coming up soon.
The what?
The family reunion.
Are you
is
going?
coming up soon.
Okay. Because mom's side, right?
Mhm.
All right. Give him some snaps in class, whatever. Confident.
Calm.
Calm. Spoke clearly.
Energetic.
Energetic. Perfect. Y'all want to do that again with a different scenario, with different people? I need 4 people. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Guys, you gotta have confidence to practice. Yeah, like,
We learned
Henry,
Bye, Chris.
I've got 2 dogs. 3
All right,
dogs.
now you
Mary,
each have
6
12.3 seconds. Tell us your actual name.
Carter.
Hey, Carter.
Matthew.
Matthew.
Owen.
What's up, Owen?
Gracie.
Hi, Gracie. Are you Bailey's sister?
Yeah.
You're so sweet. So good to see you. Okay. We're gonna do this again, right? But this time I want you to tell us about Matthew, but he's not really Matthew. All right? You're gonna start us off. 12.3 seconds. Go.
His name is Chris.
Okay.
He's really, really good at football, and he plays wide receiver. He's had 3 touchdowns in his entire football career, but he's only played for 1 year.
He's also really good on the basketball court. You know, best center out in the county. He's about 6'7". He's looking really good this year.
He got kicked off the lacrosse team because his grades were so bad, but it's okay because now I'm helping him in his math so he can get back on the lacrosse team too.
You look like a Russian. Are you a Russian?
I am.
All right, give us math class. Awesome. Good. Oh, sorry. Go ahead and take one. As we wrap this up, we've talked about how to speak on the spot. If you feel like you've learned something, say, I learned something!
I learned something.
Did anyone like not learn anything just because I really like constructive like feedback? Anything? Did anyone like not love it?
No, you're awesome.
You do good.
Thank you. Any feedback or tips for the next group of people that I'm having? Anything that you wish kind of had gone differently? I really like to hear from the audience kind of what good things they liked, things they didn't like. I'm not gonna kick you out. I'm really nice, I promise. Nicole won't agree. Yes.
Okay, I love you so much. You know that. Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. See.
No, I did it in a presentation the other day for my class. So
Yeah.
Oh,
All right. It is 9:18. If you need my signature, I'll be up here, right here.
You have to
Do you not have to sign it anymore? Yeah, okay, so you don't have to sign it anymore?
They do.
I mean, if you want my autograph, you're more than welcome to sign it. I'm gonna put my connect slide on here, so if you want to connect with me, definitely do. Connections are integral in the business world if you want to have any sort of success, so hang out with me on Instagram or TikTok or wherever, or stop me after here and I'll get your email or your phone number, whatever. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your conference. Thank you so much for being here today. Enjoy.